video. Right. Okay. So it looks like I'm live. And I was just on another streaming software and something went weird. And so now I'm back on my StreamYard and nobody's here, and that's okay. No, I'm on a brand new YouTube. There they are. There's Polo. Yay, they're back. Much better. Okay, everybody's coming back. I'm sorry, y'all. We had crazy software issues. Okay, so that first YouTube stream, it shut down. Everybody's like, I'm here. Y'all are so funny. You found me. Oh, hi from the UK. Y'all are funny. So those of you that get notifications when I go live, that's why you found the new stream. Okay. Y'all are so gracious. I appreciate you guys. If you're just turning on this video, you're probably going, what is she talking about? So I'm Becky from Power Tools with Thread, and I'm live streaming. And I was on a separate live stream software a few minutes ago, and something went weird. And so now I'm on a different live stream software. Yes. And thank you for joining me. This is a virtual stitching retreat where you hang out with me in here and follow me on my sewing journey. And I hope I can inspire you to put something on the needle. I need to put this stream line into the old chat. So that is a good idea. I don't know. Let's see. I can't close out the old chat. All right, let me do this. Hold on one second. Let me do this. I'm going to see my channel. Okay. Okay. So this is the new one. And I'll do share and copy. Okay. And then I'm going to go to the old one and get into the chat if it'll show it to me. If it'll show it to me. I can't see the live chat in the old one. Oh, I think I'm back. I am. Oh boy, I'm in two spots. No, I'll have to do that. Oh my God. Okay. Okay, I took the share link for this new stream and put it in the old chat. And so hopefully folks can come on over. Yo, I'm sorry. Technology. It's great when it works, right? Yeah, it's great when it works. Hi, Janie. I see you too. Two spots, double trouble. Kathy says, oh my goodness. Yo, this is life. I know. Julie loves that I'm real. Girl, it gets real here. Yeah, absolutely. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and just to recap what I did in the first stream, I went ahead. I've got hot fix adhesive on the back of these fabrics, and I've got heat and bond light on the back of these. Not doing a test. I just ran out of hot fix. Okay. Linda says, thumbs up, y'all. Oh my goodness. They're synced now because I closed one of them out. But my deal was I wanted you guys to be able to see my software. Can I explain how to use or not use? The updates in Autumn Love designs when trying to figure out which design to use truly confused as what to do after their update was installed. Okay, so the design names in the Autumn Love updated files are identical to the original files on the USB. So all you have to do is copy all the files from the new one, the download, unzip it and copy all those files and paste it in your folder for Autumn Love that you're using. Okay. And then it'll say, do you want to replace this? I have another file with the same name. Do you want to replace that? Tell it yes. So you're not sure that it got to the old chat? Well, we'll just have to do it, you guys. Okay, you had the same question previously. Good, good, good. I'm glad that helped out. Yeah, so on the Autumn Love CD, or USB, what I recommend that you do, thank you, Michelle, I appreciate that. She shared the new link in the first video. So what I recommend you do with Autumn Love is the files that are on the USB, open them up, okay? Create a folder on your desktop or somewhere you can get to it very quickly, since you're going to be using this a lot while you're making this project. Becky, you didn't miss anything except my streaming software went wonky and I had to create a new stream real quick. So Annie wants to know, she hasn't started it, but what's wrong with the files? Some of the files needed some tweaking. I don't know. The digitizers at Riley Blake took a look at them, did some tweaking to them, and just got them all ready to go. Put them into a download, okay? And I will show you guys where that is. We can go and do this together. Let me get to Mr. Google, and then I'll show you how to find those new files. Let me share my screen. I know what I'm doing on this stuff for sure. So let's go to Google and share. And I'm going to type in Riley Blake embroidery corrections. All right. And you have RileyBlakeDesigns.com. They are the manufacturer of that USB. And we have corrections in here, pattern updates, kit and pattern updates. Either one of them will get you there. All right. And they've got a menu here. Let me see. Oh. I'm going to get rid of this. And I'm having a hard time with you guys. I want to make sure you see what I see because it's weird. That's the old one there. That's the weird one. Later, here we go. Okay. I got to see your chat. There we go. So now I can see your chat. Okay. So up here we have machine embroidery. You don't need any of these others. Okay. Just go to the machine embroidery. And when you click on that, come on down here and it says project updates. And it may call it an upgrade, but it's the same thing. Okay. You need these two sections, project updates, and you need freebies. So on project updates, scroll, here is, see, it says, all of these say updates and this says upgrades. I don't know, it's a project update. They just got the wording weird. So when you click on this and you get this, it's a PDF that comes up. I don't know if you can see it. I don't see that you can see it. But anyway, it has the updated files to it. You can't see that. So let me go back. Okay. And then I'm going to click the back arrow. Okay. And then I want to come down here to freebies. And in the freebies, it is under embroidery. Yes. And under the freebies, you can click on this and it'll give you a PDF with all of the size, the finished block sizes. Okay. So you can do that, or because I love you guys, let me stop sharing that. You can go to my blog, powertoolswiththread.com, and I'm going to share this with you all in one place. Good, Patty, thank you. She says, thanks for helping redirect to the new video. Sorry, y'all. Technology. Okay. So here's my blog, powertoolswiththread.com. And I'm just going to scroll down until I get to the autumn love. So new embroider along beginning mid-June. Okay, so when I click on this, here are the project updates, and you can view it in that. And here's a little download right there. All right, so you download these, and it downloads with a zip. Unzip it, and then here is the finished block sizes for the entire quilt. Come under that, and here's the download button for that finished size chart. Okay, all right, so that's where you can find both of those all in one place. I just want to let you guys know about that. Okay, cool. All right, I'm working 2 videos at one time, you guys. So now I want to show you my embroidery software. Oh yeah, you guys, if you gave thumbs up on the other stream, would you do it in this one too? I'd appreciate it very much. This is probably a hot mess, and I'm sorry. It's so professional. I know, so professional. Let me go and make sure Embroiance is open. And then I'm going to share my screen with you guys so you can see what it is that I'm doing. So, okay. Now this is the combo, okay, of what I put together. So here is where I put together the scarecrow and the apple basket. So that's 2 separate designs. And then I saved it as one by just going to File and Save Stitch File. And I know you guys can't see that, and I'm sorry. That's why I don't like StreamYard. I've got to figure something out, you guys. I have travel time on the road. I'll play with it. So this is 2 designs that have been merged. Okay. So here's where the apple basket was. I just copied and pasted that onto my scarecrow, and that's how I came up with the scarecrow. Now, see, you can tell by the naming conventions. This is the scarecrow. This is the apple basket. And then when I saved them into one, I got scarecrow apples is what I called it. And now I only have 1 embroidery design over here. Okay. So in this embroidery design, you can do some things to make it more efficient if you want. Okay. But one thing I don't have is my background quilting, and I need to add that in. Now, if you look at the design up here in the top, it is 5 by 10, and that's exactly the size, the finished size of the block. Now, all of my blocks, I will sew 1 needle width right inside this line. And all of my blocks will be that way, every single one of them, so that it will all fit together. That's kind of important. Now, I'm going to do a new screen, and I'm going to click the open button, and I want to get back to my background quilting. I know you guys cannot see this. I wish I could show you. And I'm going to do the chicken wire, and I'm going to do quilting only hoop fillers. This is from Designs by Juju, and I'm going to choose the 6 by 10 and open it. Okay, so now I know you can see this. This is a 6 by 10. And let me change my hoop to 6 by 10 as well. That's 7 by 12, 6 by 10, 5. Okay, there we go. So if I click on this, it's 5 7/8 by 9 7/8. That's perfect. Okay, that way this is not going to be in my seam allowance. I'm going to, oh, it is, because my thing's going to be 5 by 10. I'm going to change this down to a 5. Or maybe even 4 7/8. How about that? It's kind of squished, huh? I'll work with it when I get it on the other one. So I'm going to right click and copy, or you can click the copy up here, and I'm going to go back to the other one, and I will paste it. And there it is. It looks pretty good. And it's stitching last right now. So I'm going to click on it and right click and move first. So this is going to go down first. Okay. And that works. I like it. Okay. So one of the things you need to do now, you need to tell the embroidery design. Oh gosh, it's driving me crazy. You need to tell the embroidery design which ones are applique position. So all of the ones that are Carolina red down here on the bottom, let me make sure. Yeah. All the ones that are Carolina red are applique position. Y'all, there is a shortcut menu. You can just right click on it. And I don't know if you can see this. I don't think you can, but you can right click on it and choose applique position. And that changes up here in the objects panel. So just go down on every one. Whoops. Sorry. Every one, right click, applique position. So you are telling the embroidery design which ones are going to be created into cut files. Okay. I'm not even clicking on them in the thing. I just know that the digitizer used Carolina red as applique position or placement lines. Okay. Every one of them, right click on the color chip and it will come up with a little menu that says applique position. And again, I know you cannot see this. I'm just going to go down to all these. I think that's pretty much all of them. Yeah. All right. Now, another thing is because I'm going to iron these down, I don't need the tack down lines. And that's going to save me a lot of time in the design. So remember now, I am using my Scarecrow Apples.pes. This is an embroidery design. So all of the Saturn gray are tack downs. So I'm just going to click on the picture and hit delete on my keyboard. And it goes away. So every one of them that is Saturn gray, I do not need. Let me make this a little bit bigger so I can see all the Saturn grays. The digitizer used the exact same color for all of the tack downs. Make sure. Now this says, oh, that's smoky tack down. Look at that. Let me see what that is. Oh, that's the tack down for an apple. That's weird. Different thread color, but it says tack down, so I'll take it. See that? Change the color on me because the apple basket is a separate design. All right. Oh, here's a Carolina red. This one. Right click, applique position. There, I missed one. All right, looks like I got all of the applique placement and tack downs identified. Very good. My stitches have dropped to 26,000. My needle colors have changed quite a bit. So it's looking pretty good here. The only thing I would do, I'm not going to do it now, but the only thing I would do different is I would make sure that this right here, the Lucrene, is, what color is that? 9133 of the Robeson Anton. I would make sure that this and the pole in the back of the apple basket are the same colors. So I don't know where the apple basket pole is. Let's see. I want that to stitch at the same time, so I don't, is this it? Nope. Oh, that. Right click, and we will move first. Okay. Here it is. And it's the same one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab on the picture, not on the words. I'm going to grab it. I'm going to drag it up. Whoop. So that it stitches. You hover it over the one you want it to be after. So look what's going to happen now. I've saved myself a thread color change. If you're on a multi-needle, it'll just do them both together. That and that. Perfect. So that's some hints about stitching efficiently here. Now, in order to make, in order to get these to create SVG files, I'm going to left click on the Carolina red, and I'll get a thread dialog box. And I know you guys cannot see this. I'm sorry. There's a color tab and an applique tab. I'm going to click on applique. The inflate is 0. I'm going to click save all, and I'm going to call it Scarecrow Apples EMB-SVG. So I know that those cut files were created from Embroidery. And I'm going to put it on my, looking for a folder. I'll put it on my documents and save. And okay. And okay. And I'm sorry about that. I wish I could show you guys. Y'all can go back. This is why I'm looking for different embroidery streaming software. So I'm looking for software that's going to allow you to be able to see pop-up windows in my embroidery software. You can see the main screen just fine, but you can't see the pop-up windows. That's a problem. I missed a couple of the tack down. I'll figure it out, Diana. That's fine. What I can do is when I get to it, just use the needle plus minus and jump to the next stitch. I got most of them, right? Okay. So you guys like to see how I'm going to upload to Brother Canvas, and you're going to be able to see that. And then I'm going to be able to get all of my cut files up there that I just created. Share my screen. Let's go to Canvas Workspace and share. Okay. So I'm just going to click on new, this great big new button right here, because it's a new project. I'm on canvasworkspace.brother.com. This is the online version. You do not have to have a Brother embroidery machine in order to use this. I'm going to click this button right here that says SVG. And I'm going to choose a file. And I put it in my documents and Scarecrow Apples EMB SVG, open, and okay. And there they are. There's all my cut files that I need. That's awesome. If it comes in a color that you can't see, sometimes you can highlight the whole thing and you can go to the properties and change the color if you want. These all came up for the most part in the Carolina red that the digitizer created. All right. So I'm going to look at my fabric on my mat and place my pieces approximately where these things need to go. All my apples are over here, and my apples need to be different fabrics. So I'm going to take this one, and my little bandana is of the same fabric, and then another apple here. We'll do that and see if that fits. If it doesn't, I'll make them all work. And then I'm going to do this one and this one. My bucket is, where's my bucket? I have a bucket. I didn't do my fabric from my bucket. Here is the arms. I need to turn this 90. I love playing with this, you guys. I could do this all day long. This is like playing with PowerPoint. So fun. I didn't cut fabric from my bucket. Here's my face. Approximately. It doesn't have to be exact. We can change this at any time. And here's a patch. And the patch goes right here. But my bucket, I don't have fabric from my bucket. So I'm going to just delete it right now. And then I'll go back and cut the bucket after we get done. All right. I'm done. I'm going to name this Scarecrow Apples. If you look up in the top left corner, you can see I'm typing EMB SVG. So I know that those came from Embroidery, and I'm just going to click the inbox to save it. That works. Okay. And now I'm going to download it. And normally I would download it to my ScanNCut, but we're not on the same network since we're in an RV park. So I'm going to download it to PC, and it's in my downloads now. And then I'm going to save it to my, my USB, and then I can open it up in the USB and we can do some cutting. So I'm going to close this, and we're all done with Canvas Workspace. Ask Copilot to show me how. Vicky, it's a, I've asked StreamYard, and they've come back and said, no, sorry, can't do it. And that, I just don't care for that because I pay them a lot of money. I want to show you guys everything. No tacky down on applique because we iron them. Yeah, no, that's right. Very good, ML Weber. You're absolutely right. We don't need the tack down line. So the whole point, if you think about how we do regular applique, let's say we get a Designs by Juju design, right? You get a placement line, and you're supposed to take a piece of fabric and put it over the placement line and completely cover it. Then you tell it to go again. You tape it down usually or whatever, and then it stitches the same shape on that square of fabric. That's the tack down. So then what you need to do is pull the hoop and take your scissors and trim around the outside of the applique. Well, if we've ironed the piece down, we don't need the tack down line. So it makes it easier for us. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Chris. That's very nice for your super sticker. Thank you, darling. When you use Embrilliance to build a Snapplique, you don't see the tack down stitch separately. So, correct. If you are creating a Snapplique from a paper pattern, which is exactly what Snapplique is, it was never intended to be an embroidery design, you will not see the tack down because you're in charge of it. There's a box you can check that says material that will give you a tack down, but you don't, it doesn't do it by default because you have already said applique position, final stitch. The software knows you don't need that tack down. The reason you see a tack down in this one is because this is an existing embroidery design from Riley Blake. We bought the USB, so that's why you see that. So does that answer that question? Because it can get confusing, I know. All right, you guys. Let's play with the ScanNCut, shall we? Chris, I get the cutest little dancing for your sticker, Christine. Thank you. All right. Let me set this here. And my iron timed out. Clear as mud. Come on, Vicky. You know that. Hey, you guys that are coming to the El Campo RV Sew Together, if you get there on Thursday, we're going to start bright and early at 9 a.m. and we're going to do a free Snapplique class for you. So you're going to get the full 6-hour class that I charge guilds for, but since you're coming to hang out, you're going to get it for free. You don't have to. If you don't want to, you can sit back and just open sew, and that's fine too. But I got a super cute little design from Amy Bradley Designs. Oh, you know what I got to do? And we're going to stitch that in that class, so that'll be fun. I need to transfer my, I think, I'm not sure, T, if there's openings. Miss Bonnie knows that. If she's here, she may tell us. If not, you can email me, powertoolswiththread@outlook.com, and I will forward it to Bonnie, and she's managing all of that. So let me, I need to go and transfer that download to my USB. Let me go to downloads. I've got that, and I'm going to drag it to my USB, and we are good. Okay, perfect. I need another cup of coffee. What's the green thing on my counter? It's an air fryer. It's from HEB. Somebody asked me the other day. It's called Chef's Style. HEB is a grocery store in Texas. All right. So here's my USB, and I'm going to pop it into my ScanNCut here. Let me turn this on. Oh, we got a 2-minute warning, y'all. If you need to go, I can appreciate that. If you want to hang out with me, I'm going to cut these. The squirrel, yeah. What is the sea foam? It's an air fryer. So 5 by 10, right, Kathy? Okay. What that means? So the background quilting 4 7/8 by 9 7/8 seems odd. I was thinking 5 by 10. It's just going to prevent some stitching from being in the seam allowance. It doesn't. You could do either one. I miss Amy. You miss HEB. You could never leave Texas because of HEB. I know, T. Me too. No way. All right. So I have got this on and ready to go. And we're going to just touch the screen. If you have to leave, thank you for joining me. I will see you tomorrow. We're going to do some quilting on our Christmas tree, or some more stitching, I guess, on the Christmas tree. Let me put this where you can see it. Glare. I wonder if I could lift y'all and change the angle of the dangle on the laptop for the glare. Hold on. And that doesn't help. That doesn't help at all. Wonder if it's getting more light than I would care for. See, I want you to be able to see the screen. There it is, barely. So I'm going to tell it okay, and when I do that, we're going to get a little movement here. So I need to retrieve data. We talk about this. We have pattern and scan, and scan are, patterns are patterns that were in the machine when you bought it. So I don't want anything already in the machine. I need to retrieve data. That's a little button down here at the bottom. And from where? I'm going to get it from the USB. And you can see it. I don't know if you can see it. It's blinking over here. Y'all, this is my life. Here we go, right? You're welcome, Kathy. Okay. So I need to get, let me go down to the bottom. Usually the last thing you brought in. Wagon. Let me see. Is it not on my USB? Here's ScanNCut. Oh, here it is right there. All right. I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to move you guys way up. I want you to be able to see that screen and see those pieces. You can barely see them. All right. So I'm going to tell it, okay, that's what I wanted. And now I'm going to load my mat with my fabric already on it. I did not need to mirror the pieces because I didn't do it from a paper pattern. Okay. And I need to load the mat. I'm going to press this button, take it in. Oop, I got a bubble. No bubbles allowed. And I'm just going to hit this big blue button right here to scan the mat and tell it okay. Oh. It's going to pull it in and take a picture of what it sees. Oh, and I did drag out my stylus. And so now what I'm going to do is just touch these lines and make sure I get everything right where I need it. Oh, I did have a bucket. I was looking for green fabric. I have gold fabric for my bucket. That's okay. I'll pull it back. I'll do it again. Put my patch down here. Face, hat looks good. And my little apple pieces, I'm just going to move them around. So I've got 2 apple pieces on each fabric. Hopefully they're in different spots. And my little bandana and my other apple right here. And we'll see how that goes. I don't know. And I'm going to tell it okay. And please select and cut. And start. And it's going to cut in all of that in less than 2 minutes. Very handy. Oh, oh no, stop. Y'all, did you see that? My little thing got stuck up under there. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm going to hit the pause. Let me do a quick cutting. And okay. My stylus got under there. Woo! Don't want that. Select, cut. Start. Okay. Jeez Louise. Let's see. So now it's just going to cut everything I need. So this is the cut on the Heat and Bond Light. I don't know that it's going to be any different, but it's going good now. Remember, I sprayed some KK2000 on this. There's my little overalls. We're a little late today, guys, because my streaming software, the free version, had a funky time thing on it. Mimosa stitching. Oh, I love that. If it could go wrong, things did today. I know, Sally, it's okay. You know, it's fine. If you just got to think on your feet. Things happen. It's good to know where the pause button is for just such an emergency. You never know. Okay, says it's done. I got one apple out of this one, and it's got that one little thread left. My scissors. I think that that is the start and stop in Brilliance, the stitch start and stop. But I'd rather it cut them out than me. So there's my little apple. But let's take a look at the overalls. This is my basket right here, this gold. Okay. Yep. Perfect. So there's my overalls, y'all. Ta-da. Looks good. So it's got all the pieces all done for me. My hat. Some more apples down here. Perfect. My patch. My sleeves and my shirt. There. And then other apples in this one. You get fuzzies if you pull it. I got little fuzzy threads. I don't know if you can see them there. Okay. That's why I like to trim rather than try to pull it. So there's another apple. And then this apple. Cute. Cute, cute. And I had a bandana. Aha, right here. All right. That's it. Awesome, you guys. So that's it. Perfect. Now we're going to be in Florida for a couple of days, so I have time to stitch this out because this is a big 5x10. This is a big long one. So, all right, we got it. It took a minute, but we got it done, right? You guys are so nice, and I appreciate it. But I appreciate you being here. I'm going to go because Keith is ready to leave. We've got a couple hours of driving ahead of us here in the motorhome. Got to have breakfast, got to pack up. I love you guys. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. We'll talk to you soon. You guys go sew something. Bye.